I guess the characteristics of the draft is you're never really quite sure who you're going to get. Typically within a couple of days they've relocated and at the club. And even though they know it's coming, once it actually happens it can be a bit of a shock to them.
So if you live in the state or in the country and you're a long way from home, the club has unbelievable resources and connections with families living around Melbourne and North Melbourne.
Our first year players generally move in with host families, so we're very fortunate as a club. We've got a terrific group of people who act as hosts for us, and
they cook and clean and look after you as if you're one of their sons for the first 12 months. And in your first year, you've got no idea what it's like to train at high intensity. Your whole year consists of you eat, you sleep, and you train, and that's it. So I probably wasn't much company for my host family, but they looked after me a treat.
We've got a terrific team of people, particularly in the player welfare area. So full-time staff who give the players an enormous amount of help in terms of firstly settling in to AFL footy, working out what the daily routine is, etc., but also helping them with direction around what do they want to do beyond AFL football.
If you wanted to go to uni, there's a contact at the footy club to help assist you going to uni, or even finances. I know at North Melbourne, Brad Scott's really big on making sure that you leave the game in a good financial position. So there's all these sort of learning opportunities for us.
I think across the board within our club, one of the great things is we are values driven. It's about like everyday actions and the way people conduct themselves.
Picture this, I mean, walking into a bunch of 40 guys who are aged between 18 and 35, and they're already best mates. They don't know who you are, and you've got to try and fit in with them somehow. And that was pretty nerve-wracking, to be honest, but the guys made the trip pretty easy.
Yeah, find the club at North Melbourne just a really welcoming group of boys, and you'd certainly feel that as soon as you walk in.
We've had players who have come to us from other clubs and talked about within the playing group how united they are and how there's no hierarchy, there's no one group that's separate from another group. Everyone's united in it together, pulling in the same direction.
Everyone's pretty tight at North Melbourne, and something that our coach Brad Scott says now, just make their day a little bit easier by just introducing yourself, asking if they need help, and I think our guys have really bought into that and really do that really well. For us, it's more about setting the example and making sure that the young guys who are coming into our football club, they're now our brothers. That's our sort of philosophy behind it, and as a captain, I'd love to be able to pass that on to the next generations.